Well, I really enjoy whenever I get an invitation to come someplace, one where I've never been. In what I do, I end up traveling so much, and so there are so many places where I've already been, which is certainly a blessing. But to be able to come to a city or an area where I really haven't ever spent time or gotten to see before, it's just as exciting for me as it hopefully is for whoever's going to come hear me talk. Well, the main impression that I've had is that I always try to go to a local coffee shop wherever I go. Because, and you can go anywhere and there'll be a Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or something. But I like going to the local place. I like supporting local businesses, like supporting small places. So I always look up before I go, who has the best coffee. And so I looked it up and I said to Dr. Hollow, I said, when we get to Morehead, I'd like to go to a place called the Fuzzy Duck. And he was amenable to that, so we went there. And they actually had my books in the bookstore, so I signed my books. And it was a pleasant experience. So that's one thing. That's my first impression. It's the first thing we've done. And so it's a little colder than I thought it was going to be. But it's beautiful. The country's beautiful, and seeing the rolling hills that are around and the leaves changing. I think it's actually gorgeous. Tonight I'm going to talk about. There's a concept that I discuss in my books, this idea of being an active architect of your own life. And it's really a concept that I believe that we all have the ability to build our lives, build our communities, build our institutions, colleges, universities. We can build them just like an architect sets out to build a structure. And whatever your goals may be, whatever you want to see manifest in the real world, you can build it and you can do it. But it requires a certain type of approach. And so I'm going to talk about that and talk about this concept that I've been really getting into recently around energy and the energy that's required. Because certainly you can come up with a great blueprint or a plan, but unless you actually invest the energy into it, it doesn't get built. And that's that in a nutshell.